Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we will be doing WWE Hot Takes episode 33, where we have 8 hot takes this week, 2 for Raw, 2 for NXT, 2 for SmackDown, and 2 for Crown Jewel, which took place this past Saturday. What's your hot takes of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. And without further ado, let's get to our first hot take of the week. Sheamus deserves an Intercontinental Championship match. Well, Sheamus this week went to war with loser Kajvik, and honestly, he had a banger of a match, ended with him hitting a high knee, a bro kick, and a 1-2-3, and honestly, Sheamus has been doing great over the last few weeks, and Sheamus has been United States champion. Sheamus has been tag team champions with Cesaro as the Bar. Sheamus has been WWE champion. So putting him in a feud with Braun Breaker over the Intercontinental Championship allows Sheamus to attempt to go to get the one title that's eluded him his entire career and become a Grand Slam champion. I do think that'll be a great story between Sheamus and Braun Breaker, and I really feel like it would put butts in seats. I've always loved Sheamus, and I think putting him in this feud would be what's best for business. I think that Sheamus is just a great match for Braun Breaker. Sheamus is as powerful as Breaker. He's as fast as Breaker. He's as agile. And I really feel at the end of the day, Sheamus deserves an Intercontinental Championship match. And our second hot take of the week, Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed feud is excellent. Well, Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed have been really difficult to keep apart over the last few weeks. Seth Rollins coming back to take out Bronson Reed after Bronson Reed hit 6 tsunamis on Seth Rollins a month or so ago, and Seth Rollins curb stomping Bronson Reed into the steel steps as Braun Strowman won the last Monster Standing match. And Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed's big backstage brawl this past Monday night definitely raised the bar in their feud. I really feel like there's so much more that these two can do, even after Crown Jewel. I feel like Seth Rollins is definitely a great opponent that Bronson Reed can boost his career off of. I feel like after the feud concludes, you could put Bronson Reed in the Intercontinental Championship scene. You could put Bronson Reed in the World Heavyweight Championship scene. There's a lot of different directions you can go with Bronson Reed, and I think Seth Rollins is the perfect launching pad for Bronson Reed's career. I feel like their feud right now is still young. It still makes me wonder what's going to happen next. And at the end of the day, Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed feud is excellent. And our third hot take of the week will take us down to NXT. Rhea Ripley getting jumped in the parking lot was amazing. Well, this past Tuesday night, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez jumped Rhea Ripley in the parking lot, and honestly, it makes perfect sense because a week or so ago, Rhea Ripley got an injury from delivering a headbutt, I believe, to Liv Morgan, and WWE had to tell a story with how they could write Rhea Ripley off. So I do think that that was a great angle to go. It was brutal enough to be believable in this situation. We already knew of the recurring injury that Rhea Ripley had. It was just writing her off of television at this point for now. And I really feel like it'll also continue the Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan storyline while allowing Liv Morgan to have a few more challengers in the coming months before Rhea Ripley returns again and targets her again. But because of what happened to Rhea Ripley Monday when she got the injury from headbutting Liv Morgan, and for the safety of Rhea Ripley, writing her off of television, this was an excellent way to do it. So, in my opinion, Rhea Ripley getting jumped in the parking lot was amazing. And our fourth hot take of the week, the women's casket match was the best match in NXT. Well, on this past Tuesday on NXT, we had the first ever women's casket match as Tatum Paxley took on Wendy Chu, and honestly, it was next level. I felt like this probably would have been better booked for Halloween Havoc, but it also gave the audience something big to watch on Tuesday night, and these two women absolutely delivered. We had a lot of good spots in this match. It wasn't a long match. It went about 10 minutes or so, but it did what it had to do, considering Wendy Chu did put Tatum Paxley in one of those boxes last Tuesday to really set the stage here this week, and I really feel like these two women delivered. I think these two women are so underrated. I think they would strive in the North American division for the women. I think they would strive in the NXT women's division, and honestly, I think that they deserve so much more. But at the end of the day, these two delivered 100%, which is why the women's casket match was the best match in NXT. And our fifth hot take of the week will take us to Friday Night SmackDown. Kevin Owens is completely unhinged, and I love it. I will admit it. Kevin Owens has been next level lately, jumping Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood, jumping Randy Orton on the SmackDown after it, and everything that's been leading up to Crown Jewel. Kevin Owens has been next level on the microphone as well, saying that WWE won't allow him near the events because he targeted the Golden Boy, and Kevin and Cody Rhodes deserved it, and I completely understand Kevin Owens' point of view of this. I can see Cody Rhodes teaming up with Roman Reigns being a betrayal on Kevin Owens. I completely get it. It makes perfect sense. Kevin Owens, in my opinion, has every right to feel the way he does. And Randy Orton, the exact same thing. Randy Orton put his hands on Kevin Owens first, but then Kevin Owens elbowed Randy Orton in a blind rage. Like, we have to remember, Kevin Owens was in a blind rage when he elbowed Randy Orton. Like, he could have really thought it wasn't Randy Orton, it was somebody else. Like, I get it. And honestly, I love it. WWE is telling this particular story so well, and Kevin Owens is just coming off completely unhinged. And our sixth hot take of the week, Pretty Deadly needs to be repackaged. Oh, well, Pretty Deadly was on this past Friday night in a losing bout to the Street Profits, and honestly, I think I've seen this enough times. Pretty Deadly returns, they lose a match, they go away for 5 or 6 weeks, they return, they lose a match, they go away for 5 or 6 weeks, and honestly, it's happened 3 or 4 times already this year. It's clear that WWE has no creative booking angle right now for Pretty Deadly, and I really hope Pretty Deadly is not one of those unexpected releases here in the near future, but At the same token, I feel like Pretty Deadly just hasn't really had the time to click with the crowd and get their gimmick going. And I feel like going back down to NXT to repackage and rebrand themselves to come back something completely different would be perfect or Pretty Deadly right now, honestly. Unless you've got some big time angle that you can have Pretty Deadly feud with somebody that's going to put butts in seats, I don't see any other way of reviving Pretty Deadly. And I really like their gimmick. I liked the things that they said and the confidence they had in the team that they were. And honestly, I really feel like Pretty Deadly needs to be repackaged. And our seventh hot take of the week will take us to Crown Jewel. Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill need to break up and start a feud. Well, Bianca and Jade did retain the women's championships at Crown Jewel, but at the same token, I feel like this gimmick has run its course through the women's division. Bianca and Jade are already two-time women's tag team champions at this point. And I really feel like both of their careers would benefit off of a feud. They are both strong. They are both fast. They are both agile. And they are about as even as a matchup as you will see in WWE. I feel like Jade Cargill would be excellent as a heel in this situation, just attacking Bianca Belair. And I really feel like they need to lose the women's tag team titles in order to do that, so that you could still keep that division prospering and flowing with teams coming in, and have Bianca and Jade handle their issues over here to the side. And I just feel like it's a match that I really want to see. I think it's a WrestleMania type match, and I feel like they need months to be able to build towards that. I feel like if we were going to have it at WrestleMania 41, it already needed, the breakup needed to happen. So at the end of the day, I feel like Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill need to break up and start a feud. And our final hot take of the week, Liv Morgan is the greatest women's champion of all time. Well, this is a hot take because at the end of Crown Jewel, Liv Morgan said she is the greatest women's champion of all time. And as somebody who has supported Liv Morgan, I picked Liv Morgan to win the 2022 Money in the Bank match. Liv Morgan came in second place at the Royal Rumble 23 and 24. Liv Morgan has won the SmackDown Women's Championship. She is the current Women's World Heavyweight Champion. And honestly, she's already 2024's Crown Jewel Women's Champion. She has a lot of accolades under her belt, but at the same token, the people that she has taken down to get there. She took down Ronda Rousey to win the SmackDown Women's title. She took down Becky Lynch to win the Women's World Championship. She's injured Rhea Ripley on 2 separate occasions now. Not to mention she beat Nia Jax at Crown Jewel to win the inaugural Crown Jewel Championship. Like, how many more people does Liv Morgan have to beat at this point? Seriously. Like, I consider Liv Morgan the greatest women's champion of 2024. There's definitely no denying that. But I feel like Liv Morgan over the past 2+ years has been instrumental enough to be the greatest women's champion of all time. And that was WWE Hot Takes episode 33. What's your favorite hot take of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.